Good evening, East Alabama. Welcome into the locker room on this Monday afternoon. My name is Namath Pitts. I hope you all had a great weekend. We're going to have a great week here at East Alabama now. We have highlights today from Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics Youth Football from this past weekend. Tyler Schmidt was at Jacksonville High School where the Golden Eagles went head-to-head with Alexandria. We also have highlights that were shared of us of White Plains and Ohatchee sophomores and juniors. We will show highlights of both of those. So again, it is going to be a great Monday. I hope you all had a great weekend, and we're going to go ahead and get right into the action. But before we do, I want to remind you to hit that like and follow button on our East Alabama Now page so that you don't miss the locker room. We're here 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Also, our East Alabama Now news is tonight at 6:30 p.m. Mike Stedham and Katie Edwards have your local news. John Holder has your local weather, and Jordan Smith has your local sports. We also have our EA and School Spirit competition going on our page right now. If your school is not a part of that School Spirit competition, all you have to do is send us a video from a pep rally, and you can get your school submitted in that. If your school is already in it, then we encourage you to go find the original post of that school from the Spirit competition and like the post, share it, and of course follow our page. Those are the different guidelines in order to make sure your vote counts towards that school. Now, with that being said, we are going to start our show the way we do just about every single day, and that is with the EAN scoreboard. Our EAN scoreboard today is Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics scores from this past weekend. We start the action with the sophomores division. The Oxford Yellow Jackets got the win over Cherokee County this past weekend by a score of 6-0. Staying in sophomore action, the Anniston Bulldogs. Their varsity team fell to Hoax Bluff on Friday, but their sophomores youth team got the win over Hoax Bluff on Saturday, 12-0. You'll see highlights of this game later on. It was a big game from Bryce Ginn. He put together a couple different touchdowns as the Alexandria Valley Cubs got a 26-6 win over Jacksonville on the road. Again, we'll have highlights of this game in our next segment. Also this past weekend, the Sachs Wildcats, their sophomores, got a win over Walter Welborn 21-0. That game was at Jack Stewart Field in Sachs. The Weaver Bearcats got a shutout win over Pleasant Valley 25-0 as the Sachs sophomores shut the scoreboard off on Pleasant Valley. The Ohatchee sophomores got a win 47-24 over White Plains. We do have highlights of this game. The highlights are again going to be later on, and they're from a couple of different touchdowns from White Plains. But again, White Plains is the next game, but we're going to have highlights, of the juniors team with Jagger Griffith and Ohatchee got the win over Piedmont 47-24. Now this is sophomores. We don't have highlights of this one, but I'm saying Ohatchee and Piedmont will have highlights of in a little bit. White Plains, I mentioned a minute ago. I got my teams mixed up. We will have highlights of White Plains in a little bit. They got a win over Mumford 25-0. Also, speaking of White Plains, here's the juniors team 19-0 win over Mumford. The Piedmont juniors got a win over Ohatchee 18-0. We'll have highlights of this game. That's what I was mentioning a minute ago. And again, a big game. When you look at Piedmont juniors, again, we kind of showed you guys some highlights of them last week, but Tripp Snyder, Jackson Crook, Brantley Franklin, they had some big games. Ohatchee led by Jagger Griffith. We'll have highlights of this game in our final segment. Weaver got a 20-0 win over Pleasant Valley in the juniors game this past weekend. Sachs juniors got a shutout win over Jonathan Screws and Welborn Panthers 25-0. Sachs stays undefeated on the season. Welborn drops their second game of the season. The Alexandria Valley Cubs will have highlights of this game in our next segment, and we're going to talk a little bit about Bryant Ferragina. We're going to talk about Wyatt Ferragina. They had a couple big plays for Alexandria as they got the win over a really solid Jacksonville team that, of course, is led by Aiden McNeese. But Alexandria got the 20-6 win. We have highlights of this game in our next segment. Also, the Anniston juniors got a 12-0 win over Hoax Bluff. Oxford, their juniors got a scoreboard shutting off 25-0 win over Cherokee County. We now move to the seniors division. Cherokee County did get a win over Oxford in the senior division. It was 35-28 Cherokee County. Hoax Bluff did get a win over Anniston. It was in the seniors game as Hoax Bluff got a 31-6 win over the Bulldogs. Jacksonville will have highlights of this game. Their seniors team got a shutout win over Alexandria 25-0. Big game from Tyson Morris and Brentley Hammett to lead Jacksonville as they got the win over the Valley Cubs 25-0. Sachs Wildcats got a scoreboard shutting off 32-6 win over David Wormy Haynes' team. 32-6. Give my brother Dalton coaches the Sachs seniors. They got a win over Wormy's team 32-6. Weaver 25-0 shutout over the Pleasant Valley Raiders in the seniors game. Ohatchee got a win over the Piedmont Bulldogs 30-16, a rematch from last year's Gold Championship game that Piedmont won, Ohatchee gets revenge with a 30-16 win. And then the Mumford Lions got a senior win over the White Plains Wildcats by a score of 24-8. And that is all of our scores from our EA and scoreboard for this week. So typically on Monday, we give you guys an updates on the standings. So we're going to go take a look at the sophomores small division standings after week number 3. Here's where things stand. White Plains undefeated in the sophomores, 3-0. Them and Ohatchee are both 3-0. You see them right there. Sachs was off last week because of the weather. They're 2-0 at number 3. Weaver is 2-1 at 4th. Wellborn is 5th. They're 1-2. Mumford is 0-2. They're at 6th. Pleasant Valley and Piedmont are both winless as they are at 7-8. Looking at the small division juniors, Weaver still undefeated. White Plains still undefeated, and Sachs still undefeated. Weaver's the 1, White Plains 2, Sachs 3. Wellborn is 4. Jonathan Screw's team is 1-2. They're number 4. Piedmont is number 5. They're 1-2. Ohatchee is 6. They're 1-2. Mumford is 7. They're 0-2. And Pleasant Valley is last. They're 0-3. Then for the seniors, Ohatchee is 3-0 on the season. They're number 1. Weaver is 2-1 on the season at number 2. Piedmont is 3. They are 2-1 on the season. Sachs is 4. They are 1-1. And so they're right there. They fell to Piedmont in their first game of the season. Mumford is 5. They're 1-1. White Plains is 6. They're 1-2. They have the head-to-head on Wellborn, who's 7, who's 1-2. And then Pleasant Valley is 0-3. And so the Raiders are in last. Let's move to the big school division. Let's go to the sophomores. Alexandria is still undefeated. Bryce again had a big game Saturday. They're number 1. Oxford is 2. They're 2-0. Cherokee County is 3. They're 1-1. Lincoln is also 1-1 at number 4. Anniston is 1-2 at 5. Hooks Bluff is 1-2 at 6. And Jacksville is 1-2 at 7. In the juniors division, Alexandria is still undefeated. Bryant Ferragina, Wyatt Ferragina, they're 3-0 on the season. They sit at the top. Oxford 2-0 at number 2. Anniston is 2-1 and number 3. Jacksonville is 2-1. They're number 4. Both of those teams fell to Alexandria. Cherokee County is 1-1 at number 5. Hooks Bluff is 1-2. They sit at 6. And Lincoln is 0-2. They're in last place at number 7. And in the senior division, Hooks Bluff and Jacksonville, both undefeated, both 3-0. Tied for first. Cherokee County is 2-0 at number 3. Alexandria had a bit of a rough start. They're 1-2, sit at number 4. Lincoln is 5. They're 0-2. Oxford is 6. They're 0-2. And Anniston is 7. They're 0-3. For Alexandria, though, they've already fell to Hooks Bluff and Jacksonville, 2 of the top teams in the division, but they have already defeated Anniston, who is number 7. All right, that is our standings from Northeast Alabama Youth Athletics football after week number 3. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have highlights of Alexandria and Jacksonville. Don't go away. We'll be right back as we continue on in the locker room on this Monday afternoon. Come see Big Woody at Big Woody's Tires on Highway 202 in Anniston. You can't miss the orange and black shop that offers you the toughest tires that keep you safe and comfortable no matter where your journey leads you. Big Woody's Tires on Highway 202 in Anniston, the orange and black shop. Call Big Woody today at 256-236-3475.
Barrett Body Shop has moved to its new location on Highway 431 in Alexandria. Barrett has been delivering top-notch collision repair in Calhoun County since 2000. Our skilled team restores your vehicle to pre-accident condition with a commitment to quality and safety. Choose Barrett Body Shop for honest, reliable service.
We are back on the locker room on this Monday afternoon. We want to thank you for joining us and remind you to hit that like and share button on our East Alabama Now page, like and follow, but also share our page with other people, invite them so that they don't miss any of the action. We do have highlights. Tyler Schmidt was at Jacksonville High School this past weekend as the Golden Eagles hosted the Alexandria Valley Cubs. The highlights are presented by the Joey Cruz team with Keller Williams Realty Group. So I'm going to take a moment to step to the side and let my good friend Chad Barnett tell you more about the Joey Cruz team.
When finding your next home, you need someone who knows the area inside and out. That's why you need to call us. Hey everybody, Chad Barnett here with the Joey Cruz team at Keller Williams Realty Group. When it's time to move, you need someone who will advertise your home, show prospective buyers, negotiate the purchase contract, arrange financing, all of the ins and outs of buying and selling. But the best thing about the Joey Cruz team is we have individual specialized agents working for you. If we come list your home, that listing agent will be on your side of the table all the time. The buyer will be shown by another agent. This keeps your interest at the utmost respect on our side. We will always be on your side of the table. We can take care of everything you need from start to close, like staging, home repairs, minor improvements, whatever's going to make your house look the best when it's time to go on the market. That is what we do. Our job here at the Joey Cruz team is pretty simple. Make you the most money in the shortest amount of time with the least amount of hassle. So if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, call the Joey Cruz team today and let us put your real estate needs in cruise control.
Again, we can't say thank you enough to Chad Barnett and the Joey Cruz team with Keller Williams Realty Group for being our highlight presenter on the Locker Room. It was a big game for Bryce Ginn. He led Alexandria, had a couple touchdowns as they got the win over Jacksonville. So let's go out to Jacksonville High School. Here's the sophomores' highlights. Again, these highlights were shot by Tyler Schmidt. Jacksonville on offense, Elijah Howard will hand the ball off to Christian Leonard. Christian Leonard will break one tackle at the line of scrimmage. And look at the speed of look at the speed of Christian Leonard as he's going to take this one to the house for a touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Leonard all the way to the house. Alexandria on offense, the ball is going to be handed off to Bryce Ginn. He's going to take it up the far side, and you see the speed on Bryce Ginn. He will not be tracked down. Ginn will take this one to the end zone, and the Valley Cubs respond with their own touchdown behind Bryce Ginn. Speaking of Bryce Ginn, he's going to take the handoff this time, and he is just going to take it around the far sideline once again for the Valley Cubs, and Bryce Ginn is going to pick up a first down for Alexandria before running out of bounds. You're going to see now the Jacksonville coaches trying to get their defense to adjust. They've given up a couple big plays to Bryce Ginn. Speaking of Bryce Ginn, he's going to take the handoff again and find the end zone for another touchdown. Bryce Ginn now getting his second touchdown on the day. Hey, we love to give some love to the majorettes, the dance line, and the cheerleaders, just like the football players. So here is the Alexandria Majorettes performing for their crowd at halftime. You see the Alexandria dance line right here as well. They're getting in some halftime performance action right here in front of their fans. So we're going to take a moment to pause and let you see more of the Alexandria dance line. Here's the Jacksonville Majorettes and dance line. And guys, I can't emphasize enough, we've got sophomores. These are only sophomores, and both teams have majorettes out there at a very young age. The dance line doing a great job as well. You've seen Alexandria. Here's the Golden Eagles doing a great job as well. You've seen the majorettes and the dance line, both of them right here. Here's the Jacksonville sophomores cheerleaders performing for their home crowd at halftime. Back to the action, and for football, Bryce Ginn is going to take the direct snap around the far side, and Bryce Ginn is going to pick up another first down for the Valley Cubs. Bryce Ginn's going to take the handoff here, and he's just going to power through the middle, ultimately find himself outside, and Bryce Ginn's got four guys chasing him, and he will not be caught as he will take this one to the end zone for another Bryce Ginn Alexandria Valley Cubs touchdown. It has been the Bryce Ginn show today so far, but we're not finished. How about Bryce Ginn again? He's going to take this one a direct snap, breaks that one tackle, misses another, that's two, and he's still on his feet, and he'll go out of bounds, but that is a first down. And Bryce Ginn, one more time, we've already said it once, twice, three, four times, he'll add to his stats with another touchdown, and Alexandria sophomores defeated Jacksonville 26-6. Alexandria gets the win over the Golden Eagles as their sophomores stay undefeated on the season. We move to the juniors game where Alexandria also got a win over Jacksonville. It was a big game from the Ferragina brothers as they both had touchdowns for Alexandria, Bryant and Wyatt Ferragina. And so let's go right back out to Jacksonville for more highlights. Here's Alexandria and Jacksonville juniors. Again, these highlights are presented by the Joey Cruz team with Keller Williams Realty Group. Alexandria on offense, Wyatt Ferragina hands it off to Bryant Ferragina, and Bryant is going to take it around the far side and stiffs arm one, breaks another tackle, and how about the speed on Bryant? He takes it to the end zone for the Alexandria touchdown. Jacksonville now on offense. Amari McGriff is going to take the direct snap around the far side, and the quarterback keeper picks up a first down for the Golden Eagles. Aiden McNeese now takes the direct snap. He's going to cut it back around the far side. He's going to break one tackle, still on his feet, but he would ultimately be tracked down as he is tackled. We go back to Aiden McNeese again. He takes the direct snap again, going around the far side, just where he went a minute ago. And this time you're going to see McNeese just cut it right up past about 5 Alexandria defenders. He does get in the end zone, and that is a Jacksonville touchdown. Aiden McNeese right here drops back to pass. does a good little juke move, and he is going to run it in, and the conversion is good for the Golden Eagles. Jacksonville coaches making sure their players are staying hydrated on a hot Saturday. The sun was beaming, according to Tyler Schmidt. All right, here we go. Miles Ginn this time is going to take it around the near side, and he is going to pick up a first down for the Valley Cubs. Wyatt Faragina is just going to take a quarterback sneak right up the middle. You see the Alexandria coaches right here trying to make sure their players are hydrated as well. We're going to get back to Alexandria on offense. Brock Burgess is going to take the handoff, and he's going to walk into the end zone for the touchdown, but there would be a flag on the play, so no touchdown for the Valley Cubs. Miles Ginn this time going to try to take it in himself, but he would be stopped by the Jacksonville defense. We go to halftime. Here's the Alexandria dance line performing for their crowd at halftime. Here's the Jacksonville dance line and majorettes. You see the majorettes right here doing a great job. This is the juniors division. You see them right here. They're doing a good job. We'll move over now where you can see the dance line doing a great job as well. So you've seen dance line majorettes, and then the Jacksonville Golden Eagles junior cheerleaders also performed. Here they are right here. And that is not easy to do, what those ladies are doing right there. But how about the Jacksonville Golden Eagles junior cheerleading team? All right, Aiden McNeese this time is going to go right up the middle, breaks the tackle. He is going to pick up a few for Jacksonville. Alexandria, though, back on offense. Miles Ginn this time is going to carry it up our near side. He's going to pick up a first down for the Valley Cubs. We go back to the guy that scored the first touchdown, Bryant Faragina. And he is going to gain a few on the far side. We go from Bryant to Wyatt Faragina, and here he is pushing his way up the middle for the Alexandria touchdown. And that was Wyatt Faragina. Here's Bryant Faragina. He gets in on the touchdown action as he takes this one right up the middle, cuts back, nice move, just running right past the defenders. He won't be touched. Touchdown, Valley Cubs. That's Bryant Faragina. Dakota Jones drops back to pass. His pass is intercepted by Kanan Gray for Alexandria, and the Valley Cubs would get the win over Jacksonville by a score of 20-6. Again, a big win for Alexandria. They stay undefeated on the season. Alexandria juniors and sophomores got a win on Saturday. Now the seniors game went a little bit different. Jacksonville found theirself on top. We'll have highlights of that game in our next segment along with some others. We are going to take a quick break. We'll be right back as we continue on the locker room on this Monday afternoon.
Barrett Body Shop has moved to its new location on Highway 431 in Alexandria. Barrett has been delivering top-notch collision repair in Calhoun County since 2000. Our skilled team restores your vehicle to pre-accident condition with a commitment to quality and safety. Choose Barrett Body Shop for honest, reliable service.
Come see Big Woody at Big Woody's Tires on Highway 202 in Anniston. You can't miss the orange and black shop that offers you the toughest tires that keep you safe and comfortable no matter where your journey leads you. Big Woody's Tires on Highway 202 in Anniston, the orange and black shop. Call Big Woody today at 256-236-3475.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
We are back on the locker room on this Monday afternoon. We have reached our final segment, but we have highlights of 3 different games in this segment. And again, all highlights are presented by the Joey Cruz team with Keller Williams Realty Group. We can't thank them enough for being our highlight presenter. We can't thank Tyler Schmidt enough for going to Jacksonville this past weekend to get the highlights of all these games. And it was a big game for the Jacksonville Seniors. They stayed undefeated on the season. They moved to 3-0. They defeated Alexandria, a big game behind Tyson Morris and Brentley Hammett. We have the highlights, and again, the highlights are presented by the Joey Cruz team with Keller Williams Realty Group. So let's go out to Jacksonville. Alexandria and Jacksonville Seniors. Here's the highlights. Captains meet at midfield before the Alexandria and Jacksonville Seniors kick off. You see both teams right here. Here comes the Jacksonville Golden Eagles Seniors team. And you see them right there. Got some good size for a seniors team. And they are looking to stay undefeated. Brentley Hammett is going to take the handoff right here. And he's going to come back up the near side. Tries a stiff arm, and he's going to pick up a few before going out of bounds. Tyson Morris this time going to take the direct snap around our near side. Breaks a tackle. Puts a stiff arm down. Wow, that was brutal. He takes this one into the end zone for the touchdown. But there would be a flag on the play. So what does Tyson Morris do? Well, he goes right back to the same spot for the same result. And another brutal stiff arm as he takes this one into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. No flag this time. This one will stand. Tyson Morris drops back to pass. He connects with Jordan Moore, who gets a big first down for the Golden Eagles. We are now at halftime. The Alexandria Seniors Majorettes performing for their home, well, their away crowd, I should say, but performing for their home fans. You see the Alexandria Seniors dance line performing as well. Impressive majorette and dance line for both teams. Speaking of the opposing team, the Jacksonville Golden Eagles, their football team's having a great season. How about their senior cheerleaders right here performing for their home crowd on a hot Saturday? And just like the Jacksonville senior cheerleaders, they have a great senior dance line and majorette squad as well. Here they are performing for the home crowd. We go back to the football action. Tyson Morris throws it to Brentley Hammett, who takes it into the end zone for the Jacksonville touchdown. We go this time to Zane Harrell, who takes the handoff right up the middle for Alexandria, and he gets into the end zone. That is a touchdown, Valley Cubs, as Zane Harrell right up the middle. Tyson Morris this time going to hand it off to Brentley Hammett. Brentley Hammett, we've said his name a few times, and he is going to get a first down for the Golden Eagles right here before being pushed out of bounds. And then they're going to hand it off to Cam Williams, and he is going to take the handoff this time. Cuts it back around our near side. Great juke move right there. Just runs right past the defender, and he is going to find the end zone for the touchdown, and Jacksonville wins 25-0. Again, Tyson Morris carried the load. Hammett carried the load for Jacksonville. They get the win over Alexandria 25-0 as they cut the scoreboard off. Now, on these next highlights, it's just going to be highlights with music, but we do want to send a big thank you to Megan Williams for sharing highlights with us for a second week in a row. She shared the Ohatchee Juniors against the Piedmont Juniors. It would be the Piedmont Bulldogs that got an 18-0 win behind Jackson Crook. Jackson Crook and Tripp Snyder kind of led the way. Also, Brentley Franklin had a couple different plays. Jagger Griffith leads the way for Ohatchee, but it would be Piedmont with an 18-0 win. Here are the highlights. These highlights were shared to East Alabama Now by Megan Williams. So let's go out to the highlights. Again, big thank you to Megan Williams for sending us the highlights of Piedmont and Ohatchee. And again, great game from Tripp Snyder from Crook, from Griffith from Ohatchee, Franklin from Piedmont, as the Bulldogs got an 18-0 win. Hey, we also had the highlights shared to us from Rachel Hall. We want to thank her for sharing highlights with us as well. We have highlights with music of White Plains and Mumford sophomores. Hunter George rushed for 3 touchdowns. Cole Hall had a touchdown. You'll see that in the highlights. They shut the scoreboard off right after halftime, 25-0, as they get a shutout 25-0 win. Here are the highlights presented by the Joey Cruz team with Keller Williams Realty Group. And again, thank you to Rachel Hall for sending the highlights. Here they are. Again, East Alabama Now is only as good as the support we get from the community, so we want to thank everybody that watches us each week. We want to thank people that send us highlights. We had others that sent us highlights. For some reason, I was having some exporting issues this weekend, so I apologize if I didn't get to use them during the show. I'll try to pull them and post them manually, but we do want to thank you and remind you that you can always send us highlights to our East Alabama Now Facebook page or send us an email at eansports23@gmail.com. Hey, that's going to do it for us today on The Locker Room. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great Monday evening. We'll be back here tomorrow with highlights of Alexandria, Faith Christian, Pleasant Valley, and Oxford Volleyball. They're all playing at Alexandria tonight. Tyler Schmidt will be there. We'll have the highlights tomorrow. Other than that, have a great evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow on The Locker Room.